Hi there, and welcome to the Clear Skin Essentials, and I'm your host, Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Today I'm going to be sharing what my skincare routine is when I don't have breakouts or pimples. So as most of you know, I have two skincare routines. I have one that's super minimal and very therapeutic and healing when I have any kind of breakout or blemishes or any of that. Pretty much everything stops and I go on a very, very minimal skincare routine to support my skin to heal. And then once my skin is healed and all good, then I go on to a more elaborate skincare routine to really nourish my skin and to support it, to be even more healthier, and also just to keep kind of fine lines and wrinkles at bay, to make sure that it's just well hydrated. That's a big thing for me. So I've already done a video, an article about my skincare routine when I have breakouts and blemishes. So I will put a link below for you to check that out if you haven't already seen it. And today I'm going to talk about what my nourishing, more, I would say, anti-aging skincare routine is like. And yeah, and step by step, I'll kind of just share what I'm using and why. So before I get into it though, I should just kind of give you a little insider info about me. So you kind of understand, okay, what my skin type is like and what my goals are with my routine. So pretty much, as most of you know, I'm in my 40s, I'm in my early 40s, and I have acne-prone skin. I'm mostly prone to cystic or hormonal breakouts. I've been able to definitely get on the other side of it and get rid of it to the most part. But I do have to work hard to still prevent getting breakouts, because if I kind of go off of certain things, I easily get breakouts again, even in my 40s. So I have to work on that. I've got oily skin, but at the same time, I obviously have maturing skin as well. And I live in Bali, Indonesia, and so what's great about being here is it's hot and humid at least half of the year. So that really helps to nourish my skin, just a lot of water in the air. But for the other half of the year, it's a dry season here. So it's hot, but it's dry, and the air is full of a lot of dust and dirt. And that pulls out a lot of the moisture from my skin. And I also sleep with air conditioning. And so for most of you that sleep either with air conditioning or indoor heating, you know what it's like of just that pulling out all the moisture out of your skin, and it can really dehydrate your skin. So for me, my big objective with my skincare routine is at night to protect my skin from the air conditioning, and during the day to nourish my skin but allow it to breathe. So pretty much, let's start what I would do first thing in the morning, right? My morning skincare routine. So in the morning, I cleanse my skin once with Living Libations, best skin ever. This is the Seabuckthorn, and I use a Grovia washcloth. And this is actually a baby washcloth. It's my favorite. It's super soft. And so I wash my skin with the oil, and I remove the oil with this washcloth. And in the dry season, I oil cleanse twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, because the air is drier. But in the wet season, I only wash my face with oil at night, and in the morning I either use honey or I use a gel cleanser, just because it's so hot and humid and I have that oily skin that in the morning I feel like I need something really to clean my face with, and not to leave any kind of oil residue, because my skin tends to get really oily in the wet season. Not so much in the dry season, but really the wet season. So oil cleanse first thing in the morning, and then afterwards I've been using Tata Harper's clarifying moisturizer. I've been using this for the past few weeks and I love it. And so I just use a very small amount just to moisturize my skin, and that's it. And sometimes I even skip a moisturizer too, but lately I've been loving this moisturizer that I've been just indulging, and I use it every day. When I go out, when it comes down to sunscreen, this is a thing with me, is that my whole thing with protecting your skin and preventing sun damage and protecting the health of your skin is that I'm big about abstaining from the sun. So I'd rather stay in all day than be slathering a bunch of sunscreen on my skin. And so pretty much what I do, because I live in a very hot climate, and as you guys can see right now, I'm pretty fair, right? I'm not tanned or anything. And I stay in all day, and I I organize my routine that if I have to run errands or go out, I do it first thing in the morning, really early in the morning, or in the late afternoon after 4 o'clock or even 5, or even in the evenings. A lot of times that's when I do my grocery shopping and all of that. I like to avoid the sun. I find that is, if you want to be safe from the sun, avoid the sun. But of course, there's days where I have to go outside, and of course you have to go outside. And if the sun is strong, then obviously I wear sunscreen. And the sunscreen I really like is Annmarie Skin Care. And this is their Sun Love. And I've been using this also for quite a few years now, and I love it. So, and this doesn't give me breakouts. It's all natural, and there's no white cast or anything. So I've always really liked it, but I only use it right before I go out. I will never wear sunscreen needlessly when I'm at home all day. Never. There's no point of that. And it's only when right before I go out to make sure I'm fully protected. And I also cover up. I really believe that's very important as well. So that's my morning skincare routine: oil cleansing and then a moisturizer. Very, very simple. During the day, I like to let my skin breathe. I like it to be settled and just airing out all day. And in general, if I don't have to, I won't wear makeup. I'm at home working all day. So I like to keep things still very minimal during the day. And then at night, that's when I'm working more on really moisturizing my skin and protecting it from the air conditioning, and kind of doing like an overnight treatment so that when I wake up in the morning, my skin is really, really nourished. So again, I'm going to, in the evening when I have my skincare routine, I double cleanse with Living Libations, Seabuckthorn Best Skin Ever, with my washcloth. And so I wash my skin twice in a row. And I find this, because as I'm getting older, I find my skin to be very sensitive. And I don't do very well with physical scrubs or anything like that. And I find that Living Libations Best Skin Ever, using their oil blend as a double cleanse, so washing my face twice in a row, it so gently exfoliates my skin. It keeps it bright, it keeps it smooth, and then I don't have to be using any kind of scrubs to be removing dead skin cells, nothing. I can just, if I just do the double cleanse, I find, especially if I consistently do it every single night, then over time, it's just every night I'm just ever so gently exfoliating my skin without using anything that's harsh or rough. And so after I double cleanse, then what I use is, I've been using Annmarie Skin Care, their anti-aging serum. And a few months ago, I did a review of their sample kits, and I loved their sample kits. I got all 3 of them, right? And out of every single sample kit, there was at least one item that I ended up getting full size. And one of those is the anti-aging serum. I love this. It's super hydrating. And so it's hydrating, and it's also lightweight. So this is something I like to put on in the evenings right after washing my face. I've also been experimenting using it during the day underneath the Tata Harper moisturizer. So once in a while, not every single day, but once in a while I sometimes even use this in the morning as well, but mostly just at night. And after I use the serum for extra hydration, and also it's a concentrate of nutrients, then I use the Annmarie Skin Care, their Herbal facial oil. And this one is for normal combination skin. I love this one the most out of all 3 that I tried. And the scent of it is beautiful. And it's lightweight. And I find the combination of these 2 products is beautiful. They're so lightweight. I never have any kind of reaction to them. Just nothing. They just nourish my skin. And I really, if anyone sleeps with air conditioning or with central heating, indoor heating, I strongly recommend is using a facial oil at night. And if you, let's say you use like a moisturizer normally, use a moisturizer and then put just a drop or 2 of the oil on top of the moisturizer. Because what it'll do is it'll just seal everything in, and then that'll protect your skin from the air conditioning or the heating. So I've been loving this facial oil. It's fantastic. And then as for like an eye treatment, normally I use an eye cream, but I've run out, and so normally I've been using Living Libations, their all-seeing eye cream. And what I would do afterwards, so I would apply the eye cream under my eye, And then I would actually use a drop of castor oil just on the sides. You know where you have like your crow's feet, the deep lines right here? I would put just dab very, very gently the castor oil over the eye cream, but just over the deeper lines on the side. Never put any castor oil here, okay? Always on the outside of your eyes, but over those deep wrinkles, because I find the castor oil, it really, really, also, it's a deep moisturization, and it just seals everything in overnight. And what I also do, my little trick, is I've filled up, I got a mascara tube, like an empty one, and I filled it up with castor oil. And so what I do at night, once I'm done my skincare routine, is I use the wand and I brush the wand over my eyebrows and also my eyelashes, because I find that castor oil is really, really nourishing for your hair as well. And there's some people say that the castor oil can actually help to thicken your eyebrows and your eyelashes, and as you get older those things start thinning out. So I've been using this every night, and I love putting it in the mascara bottle because it just makes it easier, it's not messy, and that's kind of like my final little application. And so that's my evening skincare routine. Now I also want to mention is that once or twice a week, usually twice a week, I try and do masks. And the number one mask, my favorite, is fresh aloe vera gel from the plant, okay? The fresh. And so I would take the gel from the inside and apply it to my skin. And what I do is once a week, I will use this as an overnight mask. Now, I've been using aloe vera gel for years, I would say like a decade, and this is the one thing that helped me with acne scars. It's the one thing that nowadays I have very smooth skin. I don't have traces of having pimples and all that on my skin, and a lot of it comes from using the aloe vera. And in the past, when my skin was really bad, I would use it every day, but nowadays I'm in maintenance mode. I only use it once a week, but this is the best. It's so therapeutic for your skin. It just soothes it, and it also softens your skin. And what I like to do is actually just wear it on its own as an overnight mask, and I do that once a week. And I'll also mention as well is one of my favorite masks in the world is Oskia Skin Care, and this is their Renaissance mask. And this skincare company is out of London. I know a lot of people have asked me if they can get in the States or Canada, and you can. I've been lucky is that I've been getting their products for years out of Singapore. And this mask, for all of those of you in Europe or in Australia or in Asia that can get it, this is an amazing, amazing mask. And I would say it's one of the best masks I've ever used in my life. And so I use this mask once a week, and it's a balm, so it's very nourishing, but there's also some fruit acids in it and lactic acid, which is very, very gentle for exfoliation. So if you're like me that's sensitive with like physical exfoliation, like scrubs and stuff, this is a better option. I find between using the aloe and using a mask that has lactic acid or very gentle enzymes in it, that can also just keep your skin exfoliated, keep your skin clear, keep it bright, keep it smooth, keep it healthy. And so I like to do 1 or 2 treatment masks a week. If I could do it more often, great. But yeah, so that's my skincare routine. I have to say too is that I'm just about to start experimenting with some natural sort of products for treating acne scars and hyperpigmentation, as well as do-it-yourself natural recipes for acne scars and hyperpigmentation. That this has been a really good time for me to just share the skincare routine and the products that I've been using that have been really, really working. It's fun to put this together. And if you want to read more about my skincare routine, I've put together a full written blog post about it as well as links to a bunch of these products and listed them out. So I'll put the link to today's blog post below so you can check that as well. And I'd love to hear about your skincare routine. Perhaps you can share with me either your full skincare routine, or I'd love to hear what your number one favorite product, and it might be a product or it might be a do-it-yourself natural skincare recipe, whatever it is. I want to hear what your skin is like loving right now. All right, so I'm wishing everyone a fabulous day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. And for those of you that want to know about each individual product, here is Annmarie Skin Care, their Sun Love, it's sun protection. Living Libations, their Seabuckthorn, best skin ever. And Tata Harper, their clarifying moisturizer. And Annmarie Skin Care, the anti-aging serum. And Annmarie Skin Care again with their Herbal facial oil for normal and combination skin. And then my beloved aloe vera. And also Castor Oil. And Oskia Skincare, their Renaissance mask.